would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hold and fire complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The ninth play is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got it. At the 45, on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Back to throw. It's Allard. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of this drive drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. On the set. Off play action on first down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Allard. Bringing the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Morris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Got a man, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Hemby. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Right down the middle. It's caught. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hemby. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Back's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught on the outside, it's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll to punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Morris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Marshall looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week playing golf instead of in the film room. They're trailing by 14 to James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Release to the back. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Buying some time. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Grab near the marker, it's Morris. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
QB got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside.
Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get through points here.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball in the money, and he makes the play.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Offense needs a couple of yards on fourth down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the run, it's Singleton. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is not ideal. 1st and goal, obviously, to take a big sack, but when you're in this area and you create a little bit more space, now I have more opportunity to throw the football, spread you out, maybe even quarterback run game too. It gives me a little bit more space to maybe do some damage on these next couple plays.
Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Are you ready? Here we go.
They'll try the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Allard. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Singleton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Off play action. Rushes on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Mendoza. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The play-action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. He wants to go deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Hoosiers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for space, it's Singleton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Leave a mark. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
This defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.